afternoon. Thanks for watching News 3 Now live at 4. Susan is off the rest of the week. She's feeling fine. No worries. So Charlotte Celeste is here, and we are tracking another day of developments in the coronavirus pandemic.
Wisconsin has now surpassed 100 cases in the state. Eric Franke has a look at the latest numbers.
Well, Charlotte and Mark, as expected, these numbers will go up, and they'll do so for a while here as more tests are conducted. As you mentioned, over the century mark today in Wisconsin for coronavirus cases. As of today, the Department of Health Services is reporting 106 positive tests, although there is an additional case reported out of La Crosse County, so unofficially 107. And that is out of roughly 1,600 people who have now been tested. Almost half of those cases are in Milwaukee County at 47, Dane County with 23 cases. No other county in the News 3 Now viewing area has yielded any positive tests yet. Nationally, we are at 7,300 confirmed cases, 115 deaths. Most of those are in the state of Washington, California, and New York, where the first saw the community transmission of coronavirus. Now, one of the positive tests in Wisconsin is a physician who works with children who have severely compromised immune systems at the Children's Hospital of Wisconsin in Wauwatosa. Now, as a result, roughly 200 people are being tested there. Most of them are staff members, but some patients as well. Mark and Charlotte.
All right, Eric, thank you. The coronavirus pandemic continues to sweep the globe at alarming rates with more than 200,000 confirmed cases. Governments are taking drastic measures to slow the spread as the death toll tops 8,000 people. France is one of the latest countries to enforce a total lockdown. Police in Paris set up checkpoints to stop all unnecessary travel amid the growing pandemic. In neighboring Italy, the epicenter of the European outbreak, another spike in deaths has brought the coronavirus death toll to more than 2,500. Spain has seen a jump in new infections even after a countrywide shutdown. Authorities confirmed nearly 1,000 new cases overnight. In the UK, closures have extended to pubs, restaurants, and theaters, with businesses relying on the government to rescue them. The Prime Minister unveiled a $400 billion stimulus package.
We must act like any wartime government and do whatever it takes to support our economy.
As shops are forced to close across Europe and the U.S. In China, a sharp drop in new cases has people returning to malls and restaurants. Chinese authorities say they have approved the start of clinical trials for a vaccine to fight COVID-19. A research facility in Seattle has also started a similar trial, but scientists say even if successful, it could take up to 18 months to get the vaccine to the public.
Governor Evers has ordered daycares around the state to scale down their operations. He has directed centers to not operate with more than 10 staff members present at a time and cannot operate with more than 50 children at once. This goes into effect tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. It will stay in place for the duration of the declared public health emergency. Wisconsin Elections Commission has called an emergency meeting to discuss how the coronavirus's spread could affect the state's upcoming presidential primary. The Commission plans to meet by teleconference this afternoon. Governor Evers has banned gatherings of more than 10 people, but has said he doesn't want to postpone the election. He's urging people to vote by absentee ballot. Postponing the election would likely take an act of the legislature, and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald has said that is not on the table.
With all 50 states now reporting cases of the virus, President Trump is invoking a federal provision to marshal resources to combat the growing health crisis. The move comes as the White House and Congress work on financial aid packages to address the growing economic fallout. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
President Trump invoked the Defense Production Act to expand production of medical equipment to combat the coronavirus outbreak.
We've never had to even think in terms of these numbers, but we need millions of masks, and all of that will be ordered. We need respirators. We need ventilators is a big thing because it's a complex piece of equipment.
The president also announced 2 hospital ships will be mobilized to ease the strain on healthcare systems. The USNS Comfort will be heading to New York.
The Comfort's currently in for maintenance in Norfolk, and so they're going to expedite the maintenance that they can and prepare it. That's not a day's issue. That's a week's issue. So it's going to be a little while.
Earlier in the day, the U.S. and Canada agreed to close the northern border to all non-essential traffic.
It's not pertaining at this moment to trade between the two countries.
The Treasury Department would like to start issuing direct payments to Americans by next month based on income and family size, with a second wave of payments in May, but Congress must still approve the plan.
There's a great bipartisan effort going on that I haven't really seen before to this extent.
As lawmakers negotiate a larger stimulus package, the Senate passed a separate relief bill that already passed the House.
That's roughly $100 billion that will deal with expanding unemployment insurance, with paid sick leave.
Nearly 1 in 5 Americans says they've already seen their hours reduced or been laid off. And those numbers are rising, with Ford, General Motors, and Fiat Chrysler all temporarily closing U.S. plants because of the coronavirus. The markets had another big sell-off today. The Dow finished down more than 1,300 points. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The Senate passed the House bill by a vote of 90-8. President Trump has said that he will sign it into law. Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson, one of the few Republicans to vote against the bill. In a statement, he said, although I want to provide immediate financial support to Americans and American businesses affected by the coronavirus, I voted no because the Senate failed to address the major problem with the bill that was eminently flexible. Senator Johnson wanted an amendment that waived the waiting period for state unemployment benefits and would reimburse employers with fewer than 500 employees who voluntarily provided paid sick leave and family leave.
The rapid spread of coronavirus is impacting all kinds of government services and functions. All deportation hearings for immigrants not currently in detention are now canceled. The government decision came after judges and prosecutors voiced concerns that busy courts were increasing the risk of getting coronavirus. Cases for immigrants being held in detention will proceed as scheduled. In the midst of the coronavirus spread, asylum seekers may soon be blocked from entering the U.S. The Trump administration is reportedly pushing to pass tough restrictions on entry, but some U.S. agencies are concerned the ban could violate international laws.
Local medical experts are encouraging you to use telehealth services first when dealing with the coronavirus symptoms or other issues. Our Keely Arthur is here to explain how it all works. Keely.
Well, Mark, it's basically a video chat with your physician. So your doctor gets to see you and hear you, which is key to assessing your health. With the coronavirus, medical providers who offer telehealth services have seen a huge spike in demand. And experts say if you are experiencing corona-like symptoms, so fever, coughing, shortness of breath, this is how you should connect with your care provider first. UW Health has its Care Anywhere program. It's available 24/7. Simply go to UW Health's website and search Care Anywhere. It costs less than $49 to anyone, and people who are covered under Quartz insurance can get coverage that way. Physicians say this will become the new normal for connecting with doctors for all sorts of ailments.
It is truly where we are moving. As you think about healthcare today and how much has to be done in a face-to-face way, where we're all in the same place physically, we've realized that there's a lot of things we can do and not have to be in the same place and still get the same amount of information.
The Care Anywhere program was here long before the COVID-19 outbreak. It is used for a number of different circumstances, including for Wisconsin's Department of Corrections. Physicians are able to see thousands of inmates each year without the risk of transporting them. So no appointments are necessary for this, but because of the unprecedented demand, there are about 2-hour wait times right now. UW Health is expanding the program rapidly, Mark, to keep up with that demand.
It is a new world. Thanks, Keely. And we are tracking a lot of developments as the COVID-19 situation evolves. You can find the latest information on our website or the Channel 3000 app.
In Dane County, firefighters say one man is dead after a house fire in Mount Horeb. Authorities have not released his name. The fire broke out a little before 11:40 this morning. According to Dane County dispatchers, the cause of the fire has not been determined, but is not considered suspicious.
To weather now. Dana is back in the backyard weather patio, the last day of winter.
Yes, and we got a little blast of snow, of course, for the last day of winter. It's Wisconsin. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little more snow before everything wraps up in the next few weeks. Here's our Doppler track over the last several hours. You can see that snow mainly north and east of Madison. Coming down a little bit this morning, didn't transition over to rain until mid-morning for Madison, and now it is dry and cloudy outside. But we're getting ready for our next round of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures tonight into the upper 30s, and we're looking at an alert day for your Thursday due to the threat for some stronger thunderstorms to develop. High winds, possible hail, heavy rain, and not only the potential for an isolated tornado to come on through. Right now, we're going to take a quick look at our first warn traffic to see how conditions are on the roads. Of course, going fairly slowly or fairly smoothly on both the east and westbound side. Here's the Beltline at Park Street. We aren't seeing any major delays. A lot of folks staying at home right now. They're not out on the roads. That's some good news. Drive time should be pretty normal for you this evening, but we'll take a close look again at what is ahead with that storm system for Thursday in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Dana. Still to come at 4, only the government employs more people than the restaurant industry.
So the shutdown caused by the coronavirus is hitting businesses and employees hard, as you can imagine. We'll talk with Chef Dave Heidi about the impact of current events and what he's doing to help others. That's next.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
I suffered with psoriasis for so long.
I felt gross. People were afraid I was contagious.
I was covered from head to toe. I was afraid to show my skin.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. I wasn't covered anymore.
4 years clear. 5 years now.
I just look and feel better.
See me.
Cosentyx works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I look and feel better with Cosentyx.
5 years is just crazy.
See me.
Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx could help you move past the pain of psoriasis.
This is the nimble Chevy Trax, the versatile Chevy Equinox, the stylish all-new Chevy Blazer, and the roomy Chevy Traverse with seating for up to 8. The Chevy family of SUVs. No matter what you're looking for in an SUV, Chevy's got you covered.
Right now, qualified lessees can get this 2020 Chevy Trax for $179 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back. People across the country are being told to keep a distance from each other to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Americans can still go grocery shopping. Reminder, you need to do that. But busy stores present a problem for seniors and others at high risk.
Now some businesses are offering a solution. Shoppers rolled into this Los Angeles grocery store at 7 a.m. for a bit of a VIP treatment. Everyone here is a senior or considered high risk during the COVID-19 outbreak. So the Northgate Market is reserving its first hour of operation for them only.
We realized that, hey, this is the right thing to do. We'll staff up. We'll do what we need to do to keep people safe.
The store is cleaned and stocked overnight, giving seniors a chance to get what they need. We have a list on channel3000.com of the stores in our area offering those similar services. The ripple effect from the coronavirus is being felt as restaurants, stores, and bars close across the country.
But some businesses are improvising, including distilleries that are shifting from distributing spirits to sanitizers. State-mandated coronavirus concerns closed the Twin Valley Distillery in Montgomery County, Maryland. Stools from the tasting room are up, and the space is empty.
Right now, we're completely shut down. I mean, we're working half days just to keep things moving around, but if we have to shut down, we have to stop making everything.
Instead of letting the gallons of alcohol in the distillery go to waste, these are their first batches of hand sanitizer. It's a blend of oils and proof alcohol that the business is selling to not only keep themselves busy, but contribute to the greater good. The small business says for the shops who can stay open, now is as important a time as ever to get creative and think about ways to not only keep themselves busy and help the community, but keep each other safe. Yahara Bay Distillery in Verona is selling 140 proof vodka for hand sanitizer. Dine-in options and bars are forced to close as we continue to practice social distancing.
Earlier today, I spoke with local restaurateur Chef Dave Heidi about how he's managing the situation and what he's doing to help. So first of all, Dave, how you doing?
Good. Well, you know, hanging in there. Doing the best.
Do you ever imagine this day would come?
No, man. I never thought. You know, I've been operating Liliana's for almost 13 years now. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. So, you know, I don't know where things are going. But no, I never thought it would be. I never thought I'd see this ever.
What about your employees?
I don't think they did either, man. I think you feel like the restaurant industry, for everything we've been through, and when we had the recession not too long ago, we've had all these different things come up. I don't think we ever saw something like this. I think we always thought that the restaurant industry was able to be flexible enough to kind of ride the tide through anything. You know, restaurants are the #1 provider of jobs in the United States, second only to government. So I feel like, you know, we've always been able to like ebb and flow with the economy, you know, like sometimes fine dining restaurants have to start serving sandwiches and, you know, sometimes, you know, restaurants come and go, but to have the entire closure, I don't know if that's ever happened, you know?
So what are you doing now?
Well, we're trying to do whatever we can to try and keep our people employed for as long as we have funds in our account. We're offering all of our menu to go. We actually are changing over to a whole new takeout menu tonight to do kind of larger portions for families, kind of bring the price down a little bit to help people who I'm sure are worried about economy and whatnot. And then we're trying to work with some local farms as well. So we just bought it. A lot of local farms are struggling too, you know, because all the restaurants that support them are now not. So we just bought a bunch of chickens from Bryan Farms that we're going to be doing roast chickens. We bought a bunch of beef from Highland Spring Farms. That's a local beef company out here in Oregon, to try and like help them as well. So trying to feature some local farms as well to help keep them going. And then we also know a lot of people are struggling, so we started pay what you can soup for people. So if you have money, great, help us out. Chip in $5 for your cup of soup. But if you don't have anything, just come and get some like nutrition for you, for your family, for a loved one, for someone who might be in quarantine. Just come get something to help take care of you.
That is so generous of you.
Yeah, you know, I think we're at a time where everyone just gotta like know that this isn't just a 1 week or a 2 week thing. It's gonna go on for probably a while, and like we gotta keep our humanity going, because if we stop the humanity part, then what is there left when we're done with this, you know? So for me, it's just about remembering that we got a lot of people who are worried and are scared and are nervous and don't know where their next meal is coming from or if they're going to have a job in a week. And I think just being able to know that you've got the comfort and warmth of just something that's wholesome and nutritious, and you don't have to worry about being able to pay for it for your family. Like, I think just having little things like that can help kind of keep people up a bit.
And you're working with the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, so we're working right now with Michael Johnson to try and help him. He's trying to do, you know, all the Boys and Girls Clubs were forced to close for their normal activities. All the schools are closed. And so, you know, we've really relied on our school as a way of feeding our most underserved. And so I'm working with Michael Johnson right now with the Boys and Girls Club to hopefully try and come out with a catering meal that we can run out of our kitchen, that maybe we can employ some of these chefs that have been laid off from all these different restaurants. You know, I just saw Food Fight had to furlough like 400 and some employees. There are lots of my friends and brothers in the industry who are really struggling right now, and maybe we can at least help a couple of them get a little part-time work to help make ends meet by producing some meals for some families in need. I know Michael's done an incredible job at fundraising for this Corona fund, and if we can use some of those funds to try not only get food to families in need, but also to help employ some people who are really struggling, that would be pretty awesome.
Well, you are an inspiration, I'll tell you that, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're doing some wonderful work. And people can go online and order your food?
Yeah, they can go to our website, Liliana's or Charlie's. We're still offering takeout. You can order the Pay What You Can soup. Also, if someone wants to help us out with our soup program, we're also using meals that we're going to put out to the Beacon and Porch Light with our excess food that we're trying to get donated. We're going to be doing meals for some of our struggling people, and they can also do, there's a, on our website, both of them for takeout, there's a Give a Soup button. So if they click on that, they can, it's $5, and that doesn't get them a soup. It just helps us with our soup program and gets a cup of soup for someone who's in need. So,
well, best of luck to you and your family and your employees, and we will all get through this together.
Thank you so much, man. It's been great chatting with you.
Thank you, sir. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Chef Dave said, you can still order food online. Go to us.orderspoon.com/Lily-Ann's or Charlie's on Main.
You know, as unsettling as the situation is, this moment really gives an opportunity for people to just shine.
And give back to restaurants and all sorts of service people.
Just help anybody.
Everybody helping each other.
That's all that matters.
Do something good.
There you have it.
Still to come at 4, Irish dancers are holding class online right from their living rooms.
We'll tell you how coronavirus cannot stop their love of dance. That Flynn Live at 4 continues.
At Stoughton Hospital, you're always more than just a patient. Let our award-winning staff show you the best possible care, starting with accepting all area insurances. Stoughton Hospital, trusted care close to home.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Prepping your pantries and bathrooms? I would also urge you to consider natural ways to support your immune system to keep the viruses away. Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of the healthy place Apple Wellness. For weeks now, we have been building inventory in the most important product categories like immune and lungs. With demand surging beyond anyone's expectation, we can't guarantee that every item will stay in stock. Our commitment is to keep the essentials available. Stop by one of our 4 Madison locations or check us out online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
It's the SUV for all you love, the 2020 Subaru Forester at Don Miller. Get the Forester Advantage with Subaru EyeSight driver assist technology and blind spot detection with rear cross traffic alert. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event, lease the Forester Premium $269 per month plus tax. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $1969 due at signing. No security deposit. The Forester all-wheel drive plus MPG. Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller. He's been around the world, but he desires more. He's seen it all. It's always what you think's tough. Right there all the time.
With over 40
fully integrated applications, you won't be able to contain your excitement either. From just $1 a day per employee, run your entire business with Zoho One, the operating system for business.
At Stoughton Hospital, you're always more than just a patient. Let our award-winning staff show you the best possible care, starting with accepting all area insurances. Stoughton Hospital, trusted care close to home.
Take a look at this. Italians finding moments of joy during stressful times. This cute couple was seen dancing while under lockdown. Italy has over 31,000 cases of COVID-19, and there are 1,100 people in isolation, and that has led to people singing songs of solidarity from their balconies and windows and dancing, as a clip of Fred and Ginger dancing cheek to cheek is projected on the wall outside.
Oh, I love that.
I don't think it could get any more Italian than that.
So we just want to let you know we've been receiving phone calls and emails regarding Susan Simon's absence. She's fine. She does not have the coronavirus. She had scheduled today, tomorrow, and Friday off a long time ago. So, and we're still allowing people to take those days off because we also need a break through all of this. Yes. So no coronavirus.
You were here last week.
Yeah, let me just say this to all of you out there. I was gone last Thursday and Friday. None of you called to see if I had coronavirus. So
there.
So yeah, so there. Have at it. Mic drop here. Boom, I'm out.
Susan is fine. All right, Dana.
We're all fine.
Let's get us out of here. Spring is tomorrow.
So we started off ended winter with a little bit of snow. We'll be starting off spring with spring showers and thunderstorms. We're going to take a look at your forecast ahead for tomorrow right after the break.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Hyman.
Yesterday, we urged support for local businesses struggling to stay afloat during this crisis. We've since heard of people buying gift cards for future use as one way to help now, and we love that idea. But in addition, every nonprofit in our area is struggling as well, and so many deliver vital services to some of our most vulnerable fellow citizens. We need to help as much as we possibly can. The need is so great, we can't possibly list all the organizations here, even those working collaboratively. As usual, places like United Way, the Urban League, Boys and Girls Club are leading the way and leveraging donations. But community centers, food providers, shelters, virtually every service provider you can think of is in need of donations, dollars, and supplies. As always, generous community members are already stepping up. But as the days go by, the sense of what can I do will grow. Drop off supplies, send a check, or best of all, go to the nonprofits' websites and donate online. We need each other. Let's give what we can.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on most 2020 Blazer models. That's on top of most other offers. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once-weekly Ozempic.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, things in the weather world have been quiet for the last week and a half or so. And it's going to pick up a little more as we head into tomorrow for the first day of spring. We have the chance for some light rain developing overnight and then thunderstorms likely during the afternoon on Thursday. That's going to bring heavy rain at times, isolated hail threat, and some very strong wind gusts possible with those thunderstorms. The rain will transfer over or transition over to some light snow. We're going to remix early Friday morning. It'll be windy outside. It'll be colder on Friday, but all the precipitation wraps up. So looking ahead to your Thursday, we are now under a slight risk for severe weather in southern Wisconsin, a marginal risk for areas north of Madison. The strongest storms for our area are going to be into south central Iowa. They are under an enhanced risk for tomorrow, which means they have a better opportunity to see those stronger wind gusts, a better opportunity to see larger hail, and a much better chance for potentially even an isolated tornado threat. The high wind chance, we're at about a 15% probability of seeing a very strong wind gusts for areas south of Madison. Areas north, a little lesser chance, but still 15 is much, much higher than 0 when we see these storms built in. 15% chance also for the southwest corner of the state. So that's the area that we're going to keep the closest eye on tomorrow to see these severe thunderstorms pop up. A light shower chance possible tonight with mostly cloudy skies. As we look ahead to midnight, still very cloudy outside. We'll still have some light rain chances. Early in the morning, not concerned about those thunderstorms developing until we get closer to noon. And you can see it builds in the southwest corner first and then pushes north. And we're going to have heavy rain at times and some very strong thunderstorms possible. Severe weather certainly possible as well. That continues until about 6, 7 o'clock. So the prime warm hours of the afternoon from 2 until about 6, 7, that's the time period we're looking at for strong thunderstorms to build in. Later on in the evening, we still have the chance to have some stronger thunderstorms, but temperatures start to back off a little bit. Early Friday morning, that wraparound moisture expected to bring in some light snow chances, but that all clears out by Friday morning about 9 o'clock. Our breeze comes from the northwest on Friday, so that means temperatures are going to be a lot cooler outside in the afternoon, even as we get a little bit of clearing late in the day. Rainfall totals ranging from about 1 to 2 inches for most of the area. The center band here, again, where we're going to see the highest totals. And if we see any thunderstorms starting to trail each other, those accumulation totals are really going to ramp up with this event. Light snow with that Friday chance will be really towards La Crosse, not really an effect for us in southern Wisconsin. We're really trending towards staying a little bit above average with our precipitation as we get closer to the end of March. Temperatures tomorrow, it's going to be quite mild outside in the mid-50s for Madison. Throughout southern Wisconsin, we could see close to 60 degrees closer to the state line. We get a little bit of clearing on Friday once this all clears through. But again, it's going to be cooler outside on Friday. The weekend brings sunshine on Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be a bit below average. Saturday will be a little cold for this time of year, in the mid-30s. Sunday in the low 40s. And as we look ahead to next week, it does seem likely that we will have a few more rounds of rain building in for early and for the end of the following week. That's a quick look at your first warm forecast.
Talk about spring.
keep an eye on the weather.
Wow.
All right, Dana, thank you. A group of young Irish dancers got some disappointing news when all their performances and competitions were canceled.
Michael George shows us how they decided they would not let the coronavirus ruin their St. Patrick's Day.
17-year-old Michaela Boyd is still dancing. Her studio is closed. Her performances called off. Even her team's trip to Ireland for the Irish Dance World Championship canceled.
It was emotional. It was sad, yeah. We all worked so hard, and to not be able to go is really hard.
But that hasn't stopped her. Now, Michaela's dance studio is her living room. Her mom, Luann, who's also her instructor, is teaching class just 8 feet away in the kitchen by teleconference.
I want to see good splits today. So right leg is out in front of you.
It's a way to keep dancing and keep this small business alive.
We love these kids so much, but also our business right now depends on it. Like, we're canceling classes, but we still have to pay our rent.
These dancers don't know when they'll be able to meet up in person like this again. But sitting still for the next few weeks was never an option.
I think they were all just happy to have something to do today that involved their community.
It's not a perfect solution. The video and music still don't sync up completely. But it's one way these young dancers can keep their feet moving and keep their spirits up.
Seeing everyone saying hi, it's very nice to just put on your shoes and be able to do it in a group setting.
And to show that the coronavirus can't stop people from doing what they love. In Millwood, New York, Michael George, CBS News.
Boy, people have to adjust.
Yeah, you do. Be creative.
All right, there's more to come at 4. Later, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will take your plant and garden questions.
And tonight at 5, if the coronavirus pandemic has led you to need unemployment pay, Jamie Perez is answering your questions.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
The new iPhone 11 runs on Straight Talk without a contract and a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers. With the new ultra-wide camera, your shareable moments are ultra-shareable. Because you're on a network that's more than just big talk. The new iPhone 11. Now get the unlimited plan for just $45 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Keep your wood floors looking their best with any of Surgenian's 3 hassle-free, dustless, and eco-friendly systems. Options include deep cleaning, clean screen and recoat, or dust-free sanding. Restore your wood floors today. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
Pills. You crush them, kind of. Kale. You eat it for breakfast. Sometimes. You go far to eliminate stubborn fat, but sometimes life gets in the way. Cool Sculpting takes you further. A non-surgical treatment that targets, freezes, and eliminates treated fat cells. Discuss Cool Sculpting with your doctor. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Don't imagine results. See them. Cool Sculpting. Take yourself further. Go to CoolSculpting.com for a chance to win $25,000.
I'm happy head to toe. I'm in overdrive. I'm ready, 'cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives, of our lives. Let me introduce me.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
Tonight at 5, as COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin continue to increase, workers across the state are wondering what it means for their paychecks. We'll tell you what we know about unemployment benefits. That's at 5.
There's a chance of a few rain showers tonight, but milder weather for the first day of spring will bring thunderstorms and a severe weather threat as well. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, leaders at Porchlight and the Salvation Army say they are in desperate need of resources to help people who are homeless fight the coronavirus. The coronavirus pandemic is dramatically changing our everyday lives.
Already, a majority of people are staying inside their homes. David Bagnow is one of them. He reached out to people across the country to see what their new normal is like at home.
My name is Jamichael Vicepo Ocasio.
And I'm Kimberly McCullough.
This couple from Nashville, Tennessee says they've been tracking COVID-19 since January. And that is why they are now self-quarantined in their apartment.
This is our decontamination station in process. and step for social distancing when entering the house.
The Gonzalez family home in the Bronx of New York City is now a classroom for 4-year-old Ramses and his 13-year-old sister, Haley. She's been using Google Classroom to interact with her teachers and peers.
And I was able to focus way better on online than actually in person.
17-year-old high school senior Meg Boone sent us this video from her home in McKinney, Texas, which is right outside Dallas.
Just been kind of hard as just like a normal teenage kid to think, well, what's going to happen next? What about college? What about my diploma? What about finishing high school? What's next?
My greatest fear is bringing something home to them.
Mona Mualim is working from home in New York City.
Kind of where I am.
She cares for her 90-year-old father and 78-year-old mother.
I go to grocery stores late at night, after midnight, to make sure I'm minimizing exposure. Same thing with pharmacies. I don't take cabs anywhere. I won't order Ubers. I stay 6 feet away from my parents at all times. And it's hard.
In the house.
In the house. And that's been tough, David. They're anxious. They're terrified, and I can't hug them. I can't give them, hold their hand, And again, I recognize that maybe some of the things I'm doing, maybe they're a little bit extreme, but I cannot carry that kind of guilt should something happen to them.
And then there's the story of our CBS News Radio colleague, Bill Rakoff. Bill and his family were not able to be by his mother's side when she died this past weekend from natural causes. They couldn't be there because of new guidance that prevents nursing home visits unless the person is dying. But Bill and his family didn't know how imminent his mother Laura Lee's death was. Bill reflected on his dad's devotion to his mom.
He had been her staunchest advocate and caretaker, always taking her to the doctor, always advocating, always stepping in when a hospitalist or a doctor didn't get it, and making sure that they got it. And ironically, on her last day of life, he couldn't be there.
Everyone has a story.
Everybody does.
Sad
and
one,
there
too.
are more stories out there as well.
Well, next at 4, it's time to get your plant and garden questions answered.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will be taking your call. Now is the time to call in at 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this break.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
Every woman's health story is different. Every woman is unique. Your story is special, and your doctor should be too. One who's part of a women's health team, so your health story is all about you.
At Upland Hills Health, we focus on you. From PMS to menopause relief, we provide comprehensive women's health care services.
The care you need, near you, for you. Upland Hills Health. We help write new health stories every day.
years of memories in this house, the most valuable things you will ever own. And that is why we exist.
It's the Mega Mattress Sale at Steinhoffels, where the largest selection of all the best brands are on sale. Get amazing deals like this Beauty Rest Queen mattress, only $3.99. Plus, get a free box spring with any Beauty Rest Silver or Platinum mattress. And get $200 Steinhoffels bonus cash, plus a free weighted blanket with any Beauty Rest Black mattress. All this, plus special 60-month financing and free next-day delivery. Get your new mattress today during Steinhoffels Mega Mattress Sale.
Well, we've got a lot going on in news, a lot going on in weather, and not a lot going on with traffic right now. The scoop is there's no scoop right now. Folks pretty much staying home on the Beltline. Here's a look at the east and westbound side at Park Street. Anybody that is on the road seems to be going through just fine. Downtown looks nice and smooth, as does downtown Middleton. Now, from Janesville to the Beltline, we're at 25 minutes, 18 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown pretty quick, about 13 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. An Arkansas florist is offering a unique take on floral bouquets, replacing the flowers with toilet paper. Blossom Events and Flores say the idea was born when stores started running out of TP, but what started as an online joke quickly became an in-demand item and viral sensation. The store says they've had requests for the $75 bouquet from all over the nation, but for now, they'll only be offering this unique arrangement locally. Practical, too.
That is practical.
Well, normally Lisa Briggs is here to answer your garden and plant questions, but we are social distancing, so Lisa's on the phone with us.
Hello, Lisa. We miss your smiling face.
We're distancing about 5 miles.
Yeah, really.
You're at the Bruce Company. We got plenty of calls. 270-9933 is the number to call, and we will start with Judy in Madison. Hi, Judy. What's your question?
Yes, my question is it too early to prune hydrangea bushes?
Okay, so if you have hydrangeas that are the cone-shaped ones, so like the PG types, you can go ahead and cut back those spent flowers and just cut back to a pair of buds, kind of shape it. All the rest of the hydrangeas, the low-growing ones that bloom later in the summer, the round Annabelles and the blue ones, wait until the buds really start to swell and then remove the dead wood, but leave them alone until you start to see buds about a half an inch. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, our next caller is Linda in Janesville. Hi, Linda, what's your question?
Oh, hi. I had a beautiful poinsettia at Christmas time. Now it's just stems. Will it ever bloom again? Do you put it in the dark or just use it for potting soil and throw the plant out?
Well, it is difficult to get poinsettias to recolor without greenhouse conditions. Most of us have too much light, and you can certainly play around with it if you want to do that, but when you say all stems, I'm wondering if you even have any green leaves left, and if that's the case, then I would just throw it out. Otherwise, you could play with it. There are instructions online.
All right, let's go to our next caller. It is Joanne in Beloit. Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
About my birch tree. It's about 40 years old, and it leaves out every spring, but by the middle of the summer, the leaves start lacy looking, and they turn brown and they fall like something's been eating it. And I was told possibly a Japanese beetle.
You've got Japanese beetles.
Well, what can be done for that?
Yes, you can get a product by Bear Advance. It's called 12-month tree and shrub care. And it's basically a liquid or a granular, and you apply it to the soil around the trunk. And the amount you buy depends on how big your tree is. And I put it on, I'd say, around Mother's Day. It takes about 4 weeks to get into the tree. It won't keep the Japanese beetles away. It's not a repellent. But if they chew on your birch, they will die.
Okay, so
come into the garden center. We'll help you figure out how much you need.
All right.
All right, and we got Betty from Madison. Hi, Betty. What's your question?
Hello. I have an orchid plant that's about 3 years old. The first year it had 2 spikes come up, and they were just loaded with the orchid flowers. And it was beautiful, and they lasted like 3 months, 3.5 months. And then after that, they died down, and so I was told to cut them off, I think by you.
Yeah.
And so I cut the brown spikes off when they dried up. And then last year only one new growth came up. And this year now, the other spike is coming up. It did get a lot of flowers last year, but just the one. I was wondering if you can forest more. How would you do that?
You would fertilize it with a bloom booster.
Oh, okay.
And now's the time you can go ahead and start fertilizing. And so you would, if you're on a every week watering schedule, so water, fertilize, water, fertilize. And what you would do is get a fertilizer formulated for blooming. Water soluble, you mix it with water, you water, and then you fertilize. Okay. Super easy.
All right.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Got a happy Betty on the line here. Let's go to Mark in Beloit. Hi, Mark. What's your question?
Hi. My question is about our rose bush. When should we prune it? How far down should we prune that rose bush?
Okay. So I like to prune roses in the spring. A lot of times if we have sort of an average to severe winter, you're going to get a lot of dieback. So you're going to wait until it starts to bud. And when you see that you have some growth on there that is, about a quarter to a half an inch, then you can prune back whatever is dead and then also to shape. With roses, you want to make sure that when you prune just above the buds that they're facing outward. Otherwise, because the direction of that bud is the direction that the branch will be, so you don't want it crossing inside. You get better flowers if they're pointing out. So sit tight. Probably mid-April, depending on what the weather does. You can prune then.
Okay.
That's all the time we have.
They're talking to us. I couldn't hear the people.
And the lines are still blinking.
You're a popular woman, Lisa.
That's too bad we can't do the remote after the segment is over thing.
I know. We can't take the calls.
We'll see what we can think of here.
Okay.
All right, everybody's thinking spring, that's for sure. Lisa, thanks for your time. Thank you, everyone, for calling in.
You're welcome.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
After 30 years, Wisconsin Craft Market is closing its doors forever. Get unbelievable craft deals now. Shop our going out of business sale. Hurry in for the best selection at Wisconsin Craft Market.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
Tonight at 5, over 100 people have been tested positive for coronavirus in Wisconsin. We will give you the updated numbers. Plus, Governor Evers orders changes in child care settings due to COVID-19. What those restrictions are at 5.
Russian intruders are making their moves on social media to disrupt U.S. elections.
This blurry distinction between foreign and domestic groups pose a lot of challenges to tech platforms.
Can they be stopped? News 3 Now investigates Thursday at 10.
An alert day is now in the forecast for Thursday afternoon and evening. We're expecting some very strong thunderstorms to come through tomorrow. Severe thunderstorms certainly possible, along with high winds, an isolated hail and heavy rain threat, potentially even a tornado or two, especially areas southwest of southern Wisconsin. There's an enhanced risk. All that yellow you see, slight risk for southern Wisconsin. Our high wind probability is amplified, and we also have that chance for high hail. Again, as we look ahead to Thursday. Temperatures for tomorrow are going to climb well above average. We will be landing in the mid-50s, milder with a showering thunderstorm threat, and then cooler air will arrive for Friday.
Tomorrow and live at 4, we'll tell you what to do if you have tickets to an event that has been canceled.
And Dr. Zorba Pastor will be along to answer all of your questions about the coronavirus. He's taking your calls live. That's tomorrow at 4.